Okay, this is a quick video on how we're going to turn all this random equipment with the weight plate mold into one of these Medusa weight plate, available in the UK at the minute with this Medusa weight plate, concrete weight plate mold. I was inspired by some companies in America who were making them, especially Sticks and Stone. I think he was the first one I saw, but then Caveman Weights as well. And also Gorilla Moulds. I mean, there's so many on Instagram and stuff nowadays, and it's brilliant. But it's brilliant to see people creating these molds to help people to make their own weight plates, because they're super expensive. So yeah, I thought I'd join in and make them available in the UK. So here we go. This is the Medusa weight plate mold. It's made from ABS, so it's really tough. You can reuse them. Gonna reuse them quite a lot though, because I'm building a home gym. It's pretty rugged. Really happy with how it came out. And yeah, Medusa obviously because she turned things to stone. Hopefully that wasn't wasted on anyone. But there you go. Okay, your kit will come with some steel bracing to help the concrete to stay together. You can also use rebar. I'm going to use some rebar at some point, not today. Just to get a couple of these collars. Just going to put one in today. Just going to show you how it works. So first things we're going to need, obviously we're going to need the mold itself. You'll need all the things that come with it. Something to mix the concrete in. I use a bucket up to about 20 kilograms. You can still do it with 20 kilograms, but I'm going to use the wheelbarrow because it's much easier. Some water, obviously, to mix the concrete. Some kind of releasing agent, so you can use either silicone spray, but I'm using WD-40. It seems to work. Don't use too much, because like I use too much and it makes it really bubbly. Just a bit of a spray, a light spray. We'll get to that. Don't forget the PPE. You're going to be making a lot of dust. I mean, if it's really well ventilated, you might not need to, but safety first, I guess. Brainiac second. If you know, you know. I use gloves as well because you will get some on your hands. You can just use your hands, but just don't let the concrete dry on them. Not a good idea. Yeah, just all the setup here. A pair of scales. It's ideal if you can have scales which you can have the readout on something else, because for a while I didn't have that and it was really annoying. But yeah, you need your scales. Really importantly, we're going to need cement, and I don't know if it's still sold out, but a B&Q, man, it's sold out a few times I went. So fortunately I got some. So Blue Circle cement, any kind of cement, whatever. You can find it at B&Q, like I said, really, or home base, you know, anywhere like that. And some ballast. Again, I think it's by Tarmac. What I'm going to be doing is a 3-to-1 ratio. So 3 in case. I don't know why I'm telling you, like showing you that. You know what 3 is. 3-to-1 ratio. So 3 lots of ballast to 1 lot of cement. There's loads of ways you can do it, and I'm not a cement expert, but this seems to work really well and it makes really good weights. So we're going to be using the 3-to-1, 3 loads of this to 1 of them, just kind of like shovels, and see how it goes. You weigh it out on here, but better than me just saying it. I'll show you. Let's go for it. So that's obviously one of these heaped kind of, whatever this is called, trowel, I don't know. One of these of the cement to every 3 of the ballast, and in it goes to the bucket. What I do is I get up to about 10 kilograms in this bucket and then just transfer it over to the wheelbarrow. What I do next is just put some water in. I've got about 2 litres here, but I don't know if I'll need it all. Let's have a look. You just want to kind of work all that cement through, work that mixture all through the water. And what we're going for is a really slurry kind of look, a bit like one guy I watched a video of, I think he's called George Osborne, that was him, showed me how to make concrete. Great video, should check it out. Said it's got to look like cowpat essentially, so let's give it a go. If you haven't made concrete before, hopefully this video helps you to show you how easy it is. I mean, if I can do it, anyone can do it. But if you have made concrete, then you know how easy it is. I think it's going to need some more water. Let's pop some more in here. Yeah. Okay, so when we take the glue gun, we're going to pop a little bit on the inside edge and get it nice and flush with the bottom of this, because we don't want any concrete to get into that, well, into this bit really, because when you snap it off at the end, if you get any in here, you have to break it off and it might damage the outside of your weight plate, and you don't want that. So let's get on with this then. Always want to center it as best you can. Give it a quarter twist as well, just to get it nice and bonded with this bit here. You just don't want anything going in there. A note for later when we're vibrating it, we don't want to do it too much and then damage this, so then the water can get in. So bear that in mind. Now for some spray. So either WD-40, I have used GT85, but that makes so many bubbles, so I wouldn't bother with that. Just you can use silicone spray too, whatever you got, but remember, don't use too much. Let's just go for it, yeah. Nice even spray ish. Not too much. Give it a shake as well, why not? Make sure there's no pooling in there. Take the mould, back on your scales. 0.7, let's just get rid of that. I want to get it up to, I'm going to say around 20.5 wet weight, because some of the weight is going to evaporate as water weight. So about 20.5, and that's what I'm going to go for. From experience, that seems to work. This is weighed in at 20.5, and that's while it was still wet, so I need to weigh it again and see how much it's lost. It's better to go slightly above than slightly below, because I can always angle grind some of it off, but it will continue to dry. Yeah, see how it goes. Let's just get whacking a load of this in here before it actually starts to set. What I'll do is put about half of it in there and just give it a bit of a tap. But not too much, because you don't want this to move. A bit of a tap. And get some of those bubbles out. A little bit. And I just want to make it settle a little bit. But we really don't want any of the concrete to go into here, so we don't want to tap it too much. Just be nice, pass it down nice and gently but firmly, I guess. You'll see it'll start leveling out. You will start to see as well a bit of kind of the water coming to the top, kind of like on the surface. And actually, from my experience, the kind of the flatter it is when you leave it to set, obviously the flatter it's going to be when it dries, so it's good to have the stones go down and the water come up. And now pop these in the middle after about 10 kilograms. In there you go. Be careful of the edges here. They are pretty sharp, that's why I'm wearing gloves. So there we go, we just want it to be nice and well, get rid of those air bubbles as many as we can. Get rid of as many of those air bubbles as we can. Get it as flat as we can. It is self-leveling concrete, it seems to be anyway, so it should come up nice and flat. I'm going to go and place it in a nice flat location with a, going to get a spirit level on it as well and see if it is level, because we obviously don't want a plate to be lopsided. I know that this is level, so that's fine. You then should cover it with plastic bag to keep the moisture in, and that means the concrete will cure nice and strong. So yeah, cover it up with a big piece of plastic. And then you leave it for 24 to 48 hours. We'll come back and we'll crack it open. So for me, it's going to take a couple of days, but for you, well, see you in a second. It's been 2 days, and it's been curing in here very nicely. The bag has kept it. Let's get it out of here. First thing I do is kind of go around the edges and just try and get the concrete away from the. Oh, there's a lot of water in there still. Yeah, get the edges away from the, I don't know if you can see that properly. Just pull the edges away from the concrete a bit, like this. You'll see like separation happening just around here. I'm going to grab something to put underneath it. Okay, there we go. There it is. It looks like I've camouflage painted it, which is something you could do, of course. The letters have come out much better than first time, but that's because I used a bit of WD-40, some releasing agent, as you call it. Really happy with this. And look, got a bit of glue just there, pull that off. And there you go. That did take a little bit of effort to get it out of there, but good things in life, I guess, do take a bit of effort. So let's go and weigh it, and I'm also going to weigh the one from earlier that has had a few days. Let's look at that. So we've got 20.5 at the moment, and that's perfect, I think, for now, because, well, I mentioned it earlier, part of this weight will actually disappear and still evaporate as water because it's been kept in here at the moment because of the plastic bag. The colour will change slightly as well. It'll get a bit lighter probably. And as an example, I'll go and get the one from earlier the other day. But that was 20.5. let's go see what that is. Here it is. Okay, it's gonna stay nice and still as well. And look, here we go. Alright, that's gone down to 20.2, which is, oh, no way. 20.1. I'm so happy with that. Really, really happy with that. So I was going for a 20, obviously. If I was going for anything other than 20, that would be a disaster. In this case, as it's 20.1. But I'm really happy with that. The first ones I ever made. Let's just look at this. So that's within, I believe that's a 1% accuracy. Like, iron plates sometimes aren't even that accurate, so really, really happy with that. Next thing though is like, is how durable are they? Are they going to work properly? I mean, for myself, I don't do, I think they're called snatch and cleans and stuff like that, and bouncing the plates everywhere. I don't do that anyway. So for me, these will be perfect for squats and for deadlifts and overhead press. Oh, bench as well. Almost forgot bench. So once I get all this wood up and running, I'm gonna have a nice home gym. I don't know how it's gonna fit in here, but it's gonna fit. Gonna make it work. Yeah, I will do a drop test as well, just to show you that if you do drop them, they'll be fine. But obviously, because they're concrete, they're not really designed to be smashed about like bumper plates. But a good alternative in case. Well, for me, I don't have the money to buy a full set and stuff like that. In case you need to just build loads, or for whatever reason. Just going to do a quick drop test, with special thanks to my wife's gym mat. I haven't bought any gym mats yet, because obviously I haven't got the gym set up. But let's just drop it from kind of deadlift height, and yeah, I'll have to say sorry to the neighbours in advance, hey? But hopefully with the deadlift you can be nice and controlled. Bring it back down. Just one, go on then. That's okay. As long as I'm not doing that every day. For the poor neighbours. But I'm really happy with that. Because this hasn't cured for 7 days yet. After 7 days it'll be stronger. Concrete obviously, I say obviously, I didn't know it before I did this. Concrete gets the strong about 30 days. It gets it at its strongest. So after 2 days, I'm really happy with that. That one's been going about 7 days, so it's even stronger. But after 30 days, these are going to be, yeah, really strong. So I'm super happy with them. I'm going to get, hopefully, I'm going to get my gym rack up and going. And I'm going to be making more of these plates, definitely. Getting those numbers up again. And thanks for watching. If you have any questions, absolutely get in touch. I'd be happy to walk you through the process, help you out with literally any questions you've got to do with like where to buy the concrete, how to mix it, how much. I'm here to obviously help. I'm really happy with how these have ended up, and I want to help people to make their own as well. So I can't wait till these are painted, and I can't wait till they're on the bar and I'm lifting. So thanks for watching, and I don't know, I haven't thought of an outro really. Thanks for watching. Just thanks for watching really.